Ahlan wa sahlan. Right now we're going to talk about demonstrative pronouns in Arabic, or what we call ism al-ishara. The examples we're going to use in this video are MSA, Modern Standard Arabic, Fusha. We're going to talk in the next video a little bit more about the particularities of Egyptian and Levantine dialect, but the principles are very similar. So I would encourage you, no matter which variety or varieties you're studying, to watch both videos, because conceptually it's going to help you out. So in Modern Standard Arabic, we have a couple of different pronouns that we use to express the idea of this. In a phrase or in a sentence, right? We could say, this test is easy, or this building is beautiful, or we could also say, this test, or this building, right? As a phrase, not a complete sentence. If we're talking about something that's grammatically masculine, we're going to say, هذا. If we're talking about something grammatically feminine, we're going to say, هذه. And if we're talking about plurals, we're going to use هؤلاء. هؤلاء. Remember that in Fusha and in dialect, we're only going to use this plural form to refer to groups of people, right? Non-human plurals are grammatically feminine in every way, as we're going to see in some of these examples. So, as I said, we can use these when we're building sentences or just phrases. So let's take a look at some examples. Here we have هذه مدينة كبيرة. And this is a complete sentence. This is a complete jumla ismiya in Arabic. It has a mubtada, right, a subject, and a khabar, a predicate, roughly equivalent. So هذه is going to be our mubtada, this. And then we have our implied is, right, because we don't have a conjugated verb for to be in the present tense. And then Medina Kabira is our khabar, the information. So this imaginary is, this is a big city. Notice that this is indefinite, right? If we add a definite article and say هذه المدينة الكبيرة, it's a phrase, right? This big city, but we don't have a complete sentence, right? We're waiting for the khabar, we're waiting for the news, the information. So we can, some other examples. هذا مطعم لبناني, this is a Lebanese restaurant, مبتدا خبر. هذا المطعم اللبناني, what about it? Maybe it's great, maybe it's lousy, we don't know because we don't have a complete sentence yet, right? We can, of course, use these phrases as part of a complete sentence, right? We can add a khabar and make all of this the mubtada, the subject, right? هذه المدينة الكبيرة, let's suppose we want to say this big city is beautiful. Then we could add Jamila. And then that one adjective, which agrees, right, with Medina, is indefinite, like most khabar are, most predicates are. And that's how we know that it's the news, the information, the khabar. Another example, right? هذه بيوت قديمة. These are old houses. Remember, buyut is one of those broken plurals, but it takes that feminine ending, right? Because it's non-human. We're not going to use the human pronoun. We're going to say هذه بيوت قديمة. هذه البيوت القديمة, right? These old houses. Let's suppose we want to say they're small, right? Then we would add صغيرة. Now we have a complete sentence with a mubtada and a khabar.